Oh, g'day. Just having a moment here, just getting a look at myself. Here with Moo, and we're here right next to the big beautiful ocean. Can you see that? I got this. Someone asked me about the AE lock. Wanted me to put the AE lock on. And now I find it messes my videos up. Can you see the ocean in the background? I can't see. I apologise if you can't see the ocean. I'm going to have to work this out. Just bear with me while I work out how this contraption works. Okay, just bear with me. How does it do it? How do you do it? You go like AE lock there. That's awesome. Oh, bloody bastard thing. Now figure. That's all right. Okay, it's working. Alright, bugger it. Okay, I think that's working. Okay. Alright, so having a look at myself. Just got to look at myself there. See, I'm literally looking at myself now. Wondering why I'm not moving. Had the privilege of sleeping here and dreaming. I'm going to go back to the city, you see. It should be there already, but a bit too tired to go back, so ended up sleeping here the whole night. I thought I'd just sleep a couple of hours. But naturally I need to touch the earth, you see. Before departing, when you deal with other people, then you got to let go and clear other people's energy, other people's prana, other people's chi away from you. Well, not away from you, but you got to transmute it up into the universe. Now, incidentally, you see these lines that you see here in these clouds. You see these lines that you see here in the ocean. You see these lines that you see here in the plants. You see these lines that you see here in the sand. You see how those lines are all like the same as the way those trees are growing? It's electromagnetic. That's how things move through the universe. You can rest assured it's a very electromagnetic universe. So, I haven't walked very far. Doing like 1/12 the minimum standard average distance that I would normally do. Body stiff and sore. Tired. I feel particularly tired. Feels like there's some parts of my being that have gone real tired. It almost feels as though my soul's exhausted. But how could the soul be exhausted? Soul's eternal, limitless. It's the only thing that doesn't have a breaking point. Everything else in life's got a breaking point, doesn't it? The mind, the ego, the body, stomach, the heart. Or maybe the heart doesn't. So in Chinese medicine, there's a spiritual component to the organs. So in the heart, that heart energy, which is known about in other cultures as well, we call it Shen. And then some delineations of spiritual practice in Kung Fu and Qigong, then there's another deviation or another categorization of that Shen again. How is your heart? The heart is the center. The center of all that is your universe, as it is for mine. And so essentially it's the heart of the wheel of karma, isn't it? It's the heart of the wheel of life. If we can find stillness there, there's always movement, just like there's movement here in the background. It may seem that it's coming in and going out, but it's still being caused by the centrifugal forces of life. Centrifugal forces of the solar system. Those waves come in. Do we find ourselves having any attachment to the beauty and the wonder of the waves and the bubbles and the lines that are caused of the movement of the water and the light going through it? And we can find ourselves to be overwhelmed or engulfed even. We might find ourselves sinking. We might find ourselves having numerous experiences with each wave coming in and out. Do we naturally have any mind to hang on to those experiences? There's such violence. That is pure violence. That's the sound of violence. Constant violence. Relentless. It's agitation. That's what I call it in scientific terms. Makes it all nice and clean. Makes the water so beautifully crystal clean. It's agitation. It's agitation with the sands. Agitation causes this lovely white foam froth. Constant agitation. Agitation of life. The unending forces of life that continue, continue, and continue. Disrupting, agitating, constant movement. The only change is the constant change. Everything else stays the same. It stays the same in a state of change. Everything is always in a state of transition to something else. The impermanence. The best feeling we ever had in our life. The best memory we ever had. Best sex we ever had. Best meal we ever had. Best company we ever had. Best sleep we ever had. Best dream we ever had. Best friend we ever had. I suppose we linger. This girl had her 4 pups taken, 3 weeks old, the other day. We've had to let them go, as in gone. But then we linger in this part of the world, also with this hope that we'll get them back, reunited. So Mumu and I hold a particular state of meditation, having let go, having solidarity and connection there with each other, and having this readiness to maintain a state of being let go, but also ready to respond. It's interesting that therapy dogs, and we found the people that have the dogs, obviously, dogs are having a therapeutic effect. So instead of the police going around just taking the dogs, then I've said to them, look, why don't we try and work something out? That probably wasn't the wisest thing to do, because now the police are taking a long time. Whereas they were just going to go and get them. These 2 teenage girls. But I don't want to traumatise people. Now, maybe they don't know what love is. Maybe they don't know what kindness is. Maybe they don't know what grace is. Maybe they don't know what trust is. Or to be included. Or to be considered. Or to be welcomed. So I actually offered as a way to get close to pups and get mum and pups together and start working something out. Let's just work it out. I offered I'll hand over Moo to you for 5 weeks because the pups need their mum. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Or people that come forward with the information and tell me I'm an idiot. Oh. Yeah, I am, because I don't know. I don't know before. I haven't tried this one before, you see, so I don't know. I don't already know. That's what the word idiot means. And we see this is a contrast in nature. These lines. Path less travelled. Do you have any attachment about which way it goes? Where it goes? And then what happened here? Nature doesn't make shapes like that, does it? Is there a tap? Which way am I supposed to go now? Am I supposed to go anyway? Do I have to follow this line, or can I go any way I want? Now, if I had just chosen to follow that line, I would be in a bit of trouble right now, wouldn't I? I would not know how to get up here so that I could follow this line. Probably be instinctively too busy looking around, see if there's anyone here that can tell me what I can and can't eat myself. Being the only animal on the planet that needs to be told what we can and can't eat. So I'll throw that one in there. Living universe is alive here, very much so. The dreaming is intact. This beach, it gets put here by the ocean. It gets taken away again by the same ocean. But it's not the same ocean. The ocean's never the same. It's always different to what it was. It's always a different state to what it ever has been before. As is this beach. Shifting sands of time. Layers and layers and layers. Evidence of fire. There's a blackfella land here. I'm very blessed to be on this sacred land right now. I do offer my respects and gratitude to the dreaming, living universe in which we're all born, and to all that is holy and holds this place in sacred nature. Don't get into this acknowledge the traditional custodians, but I don't recognise them. You see, this Australia acknowledges the Geneva Convention, but doesn't recognise them. They acknowledge the traditional custodians or the original people of this land, whatever they decide they're going to call them, be so politically correct, but they do not recognise them. Well, I recognise them. They walk from this land, Tasmania, mainland Australia, over to almost to New Zealand, up to Vanuatu, then across up to Papua New Guinea, and then back down onto the mainland again. Culture's been intact for over 160,000 years, by my estimates, from what I've had a look at. There's knowledge. But knowledge doesn't come from fixating, being locked. Knowledge comes from allowing, letting go. Such as this. It will soon be streaming down this beach under the wind. Moo, this way. You can't have hunting dogs in conservation land. You got to have control of your dog. Have connection with the dog. Do I have any mind to worry about the erosion? This is so naturally caused. I saw erosion up there, the sand pumping facility. I thought, oh, that's no good, you know, they do such a good job here and now they allow that tiny little bit of erosion. I got mind for that. Do I have mind for this? Do I have the mind? How many mind? And what do I want from my mind? I'm pretty clear, I think I want my mind to be like this. Like the oil over the troubled water, so to speak. I want my mind to be happy like that. She's had her pup stolen. She's full of milk that she can't release. She got me and we had a terribly arduous week, particularly the dogs last week before the pups got stolen. And she's here so happy. So happy to be. She knows she's not allowed to chase the birds or anything. So she frolics a little bit, has a sniff around. She won't go past that border up there. And she's happy. I can trust her to be who she is. She can trust me to be who I am. I'm in a constant state of self-exploration and self-interrogation, self-discovery, self-cultivation. Is Moo Moo doing that, or is she just what she is? You see the contrast here. The pastels and the contrast. Do we have any mind to see this as being good or bad, or it is, or it isn't? I want more of it, I want less of it. We're too busy having experience. I think I'm too busy having experience, and hopefully anyone who interacts with me in real time is too busy having the experience to have the mind, being caught up elsewhere. I feel my body's starting to ease now. Movement is medicine. I should be doing Qigong. No damaging words should be used here, but this is what I was thinking to myself. Well, not that I wasn't thinking I should be doing Qigong, I was more asking myself the question, why is it that my panacea, my elixir, is the Qigong and the Tai Chi and the Kung Fu? But Qigong, it's all Qigong. And why am I here on the beach? And I'm standing. I'm going into these deep meditations. And the sand is building up halfway up my shins. But I'm not moving. I'm doing this deep meditation. But I'm not moving. Movement's medicine. Look at this medicine to look at. I find that medicine to look at. That's movement. Movement's medicine. I find that medicine to look at. The little rips. I always found the rips to be medicine to look at. Movement is medicine. There's a harsh conditions here. It's almost like the harshest conditions create the most beautiful paradise. And that's a good one for me, actually. I mean, the harshest conditions, you create a beautiful paradise. And you've got to be tough if you want to walk on this land. This is where the land starts. So a good place to get your feet tough. But, you know, like I feel tired. What's with the effort of looking at these crabs before? I feel particularly tired. But at least I know why I go and exhaust myself doing the things that I do. And when it comes to the point to reach someone where they're at by conscious choice, then I overstretch myself on certain occasions in certain ways and exhaust myself in certain ways because I'll be renewed. I can do it because I'm renewed. These guys, the labour involved. The labour involved is twice as much, because twice a day tide comes in. Look at this one. The labour involved. Remember, you don't need to worry about that. See, what's the mind you got? How much mind is to be allocated for what? Do you have any mind to hang on to that image? There's a calm ocean with no waves. Do you have any mind to hang on to that idea before the next wave comes? Salt water preserves timber beautifully. Fresh water rots it. How about that? 4.5 litres of ocean water will kill an adult human being. 60 kilos or more, dead. Can't save him. If an adult human being my size drinks 4.5 litres of ocean water in one go, if they don't get that body, if they don't throw that all up immediately or have it removed from them mechanically through some intervention immediately, they got about half an hour and then they're dead. But then they'll still take a while to die, but you can't save them. Fancy that. Yet, salt water, it preserves timber. Beautiful. The preservation can be timeless. But yet, the fresh water that we need to survive, what we're mostly made up of, well, actually technically I suppose we're mostly made up of more of a saline solution, then anyway, we need fresh water, but that rots the timber, that rots things away like that. And we have all the different mixings, different colours. The black basalt, the white silica, the different ochre hues in between. So you have the variation of colours here. Here's the example here. Everything that I think of as an example, to just give a metaphorical contrast for this default meditation, meandering or taking on, then I turn around and there it is. It's right there. Because the contrast is everywhere. The duality is everywhere. But does that define us and does that lock us in? For example, what is the opposite here? What's the opposite of the ocean? Is it the beach? Is it that jetty? Because that's man-made? Or is it the land and vegetation? Or is it the ground underneath the ocean? Or is it the sky? Or is it the clouds? Or is it these bubbles? Or is it the air? Or is it space being an emptiness? They're all opposites. They're all opposing forces. And as you can see, there's a certain energy that's constant. This is just a reflection because water is very movable. It's very malleable. It's less viscous than the sand. But everything's moving, and this is just simply reflecting the movement that's out there in the solar system and the galaxy. It's just constant. Gentle, constant. It gets a little bit less than this, but then normally there's about minimum this. Sometimes it gets a little bit less than this, but there's always that energy coming in and out, and that's a reflection of the centrifugal forces of life. This is the center of the universe, right here where I am, because this is the center of my universe. This is where I am. This is all that I see. This is all that I know. This is all that I am right now. And space isn't up there, it's out there. I'm not looking up at the stars, I'm looking out at the stars. Can't technically see the stars right now. I'm still looking. Well, there's a star. Yeah, there. See, look at the star. Can the mind be calm like the oil over the troubled waters? It's a self-pacifying, self-settling, self-harmonizing, self-regulating. You find that despite all of this energy all the time, same as in our minds, disturbance that we cause and the footprints that we leave, the mind is already thinking. The body's already breathing. When it comes to meditation, it's hard work. It's hard work simply, gently, not forcing yourself, not trying to, but just gently observing with the mind the breath. It's hard work. Some of the hardest things you ever have to do in your life, if you find to try. So just let the mind observe the breath. Another thing to do is one of the hardest things in the world to do, is to only eat one peanut out of a bowl and then sit at the table for another 4 hours. And then not eat another peanut. The effort required to be in control is like the effort required to be in control of these waves. We've got some of these surfers coming down here now that it's getting a little bit warmer for them, so that they are, I don't know, they've got daylight saving down here now, so I expected to find a few more surfers than zero when I first come out here, because obviously wake up at dawn, that's the best time to get in there, but maybe that's the best time for feeding or something like that if you're a but anyway, never really had much opportunity to practice surfing. Only once really, but I didn't think I need the right equipment. Never really had the time. Does anyone, do any of us really have any time? How much time we have? 86,400 seconds every day? This poor shoe's lost his soul. How much time has this been spending in preservation? This looks to me like the grace of God. What can I learn from this? It's been burnt, it's blackened on the inside, it's hardwood, it's old, it's tough as me, it's come from somewhere else, it's probably been through a fire, then a flood, washed out here and then washed up onto this beach. There's a lot of wisdom in here. This is what we are. See how hard and strong it is? And then it's a cantilever suspension in what is just trillions and trillions, or numbers that we just can't possibly fathom, of the amount of sand that is holding in, but they're all just individual specks of sand. Which incidentally, if you just look at the amount of sand here, how many trillions of grains of sand, they say if you get all the grains of sand on all the beaches in Australia, that's around about how many stars there are in the known universe. The thing about that, then you see the water droplets from the rain. See the effect they have. Each individual droplet affecting these individual grains of sand. And you see those individual bits of silica and all the bits of shell from that individual sun. Those individual birds over individual waves. Those three individuals on that one individual jet ski. With their individual fishing rods. Trying to catch their individual fish out of schools. The duality and the contrast goes in every direction, all the time. Always, every way. How much effort and how much mind do we have to be doing anything other than exploring and feeling out with the most tactile, prehensile limbs and hands and feet and senses that we can, and not miss anything? See something that doesn't belong here, take it away. Can we walk softly? Can we walk softer? Can we do it better? Can we have more body awareness? Can we move more efficiently? Can we limber up? Can we be more relaxed? Do we realize that we're tense? Are the footprints that we leave in the sand worth following? Look at the matrix here. This is the matrix material, like by your bones, your bone marrow, your nervous system, your lymphatic system. It's all made from that kind of matrix material. And then so is the brain. The spiral in nature, sacred geometry. The spirals are very significant in many cultures. And they go in and they go out. They go up and they go down, but they're endless. They're infinite. They're a symbol of infinity. Infinite, infinity. They are... I wonder what's in this here. This is, I wonder if that's a... Looks like a sea snake kind of thing, but it might just be a really big fish. Scales from a really big fish. So when I go out there, go fishing in weather like this, is the kind of weather that I'll go out fishing. I'm gonna make Paul's boat, and I'll try and catch a fish as long as me. And so that's the great thing. So don't ever go catching, go fishing. I don't want to kill an animal like that. But it's good sport. But actually, I don't really care about the sport, to tell you the truth. There's more, I like being out there in the elements. Now, look at this. Whatever that is. Where is it? Now, someone might pick that up and think it's precious. But the indigenous people, they saw it was worth more where it was on the ground, in its place. Why would you pick it up and take it away and give value to it? And then not that. And then not that. And then not that, and not that. Why do we give value to some things and then not to others? Hydration discipline. Getting back to the vehicle now, I need to give me a drink so I finish off my water. Otherwise, you don't ever use up all your water. Get back to fill your water up, you still got a mouthful. Hydration discipline might just save your life. Just wet your mouth. That's all you gotta do, just wet your mouth inside your lips. You can drink your own urine. Now what's this? Remember, yeah. So if it looks a bit different, what is this? This tree's growing something here. Might leave, it might be something, looks like someone's tied it there, so there might be, I'll make it into an artistic scarecrow of sorts. Got no idea what this is, but put that there. And then we'll get a cuttlefish. And then I'll put it in there. So it looks like it's a part of it, but it's not. I'm actually messing with nature, so it's going to be like some kind of extremism, post-neoconservative modern art. And then there's this noodles sauce thing. I won't put that in there, I'll take that off the beach. But I'll put this stick here. It's a limp stick, and that's going to keep people thinking. And now I'm not going to show you the art piece, so that's going to keep you thinking. That's going to keep you guessing. What did he do? What kind of masterpiece would that be? And look at this, we've got a gift here from another land. We've been gifted a coconut from another land. I'll be taking that one with me. I've never actually got a coconut off the beach before. I'll just check in. Look at that. Check in with the living universe in which I was born. It says alright, but it says that there's all these sea creatures that are living on it. So if you want to take the coconut, they're not really going to eat the coconut, but they're living on the outside, so don't take the outside. So I'm like, man, look at this. There's a whole ecosystem growing in this coconut. Lower your burden and run to new life. Seems insignificant, doesn't it? I could just kill all them, take the coconut. Yeah? What does that matter? They're so little. We see all these shells that we get washed up on the beach. Look remarkably like that, don't they? As though this is where their life cycle starts out. And look at those other little ones in here. There's a lot going on in this coconut. I think I might just leave the whole thing on the beach. Even though Living University say you could take coconut, but take coconut out here. I've got a plethora of tools in the car. I could go and take that coconut out with minimal impact to the civilization surrounding it. But how much effort? How much mind? For what gain? Certainly not worth it if there's going to be such destruction. It's alright, Mamu. They're just wearing wetsuits. Mamu's got a few fashion ideas. She's telling that fella there he shouldn't be wearing a black wetsuit because he looks like a seal. Maybe wear a yellow wetsuit or something like that. What's the story? Why do they wear black wetsuits? Is it to soak up the heat? Well, maybe, see a bloke here with a Fandango camera. What perspective does he have? He must be able to see to New Zealand with that lens. What perspective does he have? And what grace is there in life to see that you got this fantastic beach, and some people have been here being in the beach, being here, they're being here. These people are being here. The thing with surfing is that you seem to have to be happy when you come out of the ocean. Riding on top of the ocean seems to do something for you. Don't get me wrong, I know how to catch a wave. I don't think I've ever had a board long enough. But I ride over the top of everything. I'm good on motorbikes, you see. So you can give me any kind of motorbike and I'll ride it over the top of anything. I'll ride a DR 650 or a KLR 650 straight over the top of skyscrapers. Do we have the mind to hang on to the stresses of life, the busyness of life, the distractions of life, what we're going to do next, what I've got to do, what my responsibilities are, what I wish I could do, what I wish I didn't have to do, what I wish I was able to do? what I forgot to do. What have I forgot? What did I miss? How did I know I missed? All these things are always turning around in the mind, in the mind, in the mind, in the mind. The mind's always thinking. The body's always breathing. The waves are always coming in. The waves are always coming out. The water's always cold. The body's always warm. Memory's always in the moment. So at the end of this little default meditation, we take a moment to scan. Put attention to the top of the head, into the forehead, into the throat, chest, solar plexus, stomach, the abdomen, hips, thighs, hamstring, knees, calves, shins, ankles, feet, toes, ground. Connect to the center of the earth. Connect to your mother. Draw up soothing, pink, gooey, lovely energy up from the center of the earth through every cell in your body, every chakra in your body, the 5 outside your body, the center of the universe. Bring down a pure white light, shining white light through every aspect of your being, every chakra, every cell in your body, all the way through every single cell in your body, into the ground, center of the earth. Draw up a red cord from the center of the earth through every aspect of your being, every chakra, through the top of your head to the center of the universe. Bring down a golden light to the center of the universe. Highest point of symmetry. Bring golden light, it comes all the way through you, every aspect of your being, through to the center of the earth. Connect. See a golden cloak in your hands. Drop it on the ground, bend down, pick it up, drape it over your body, over your shoulders, down past your fingers, past your feet in the ground, surround your body. Move, excuse me. See a golden hood on your shoulders, pick it up, drape it over your head, cleansing, protecting, purifying, encapsulating, and then expand it out to the outside of your aura, the outside of your sphere of influence, consolidate it. Give a blessing to all life in your way, the heart of hearts. Take in a breath, breathe in new opportunity, breathe out. Let go of all that you know about anything. Absolutely anything. Breathe in new opportunity. Alright, have a beautiful day. Have that one for free. Cheerio.